All right, we're recording. All right, welcome everyone to our new ambassador orientation. I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Natalie Johnson, and if you are watching this recording, it is because somewhere in the Plexus world we are connected. And so I'm really glad that you're here and want to welcome you to your Plexus adventure. So we're going to go over a handful of different things tonight. We're going to be talking about understanding the products a little bit more, how to be successful with your products, how to take them. We're going to talk about how you can get connected with the Plexus community. We're going to talk about the back office, which is your website. And that can be really confusing when you're a brand new ambassador, especially because a lot of ambassadors, and I bet many of you who are watching this, are feeling like, I just signed up because I wanted my wholesale pricing, not necessarily super interested in this whole business thing, but I do need to be able to understand enough of my website so that I can order my products and know when they're going to ship to me and change my order if I want to, or change the date. So we're going to go over all of those details tonight. So I'm so glad that you're here. A quick background on me. As I said before, my name's Natalie. I am a nurse by trade. I was trained in labor and delivery, and I just love mommies and babies. It is absolutely my passion to work with moms and babies. I also am a lactation consultant in IBCLC, so I do a lot of lactation services and help for mommies. I have a whole bunch of other passions that include photography and dance and spending time with my family. I've got 2 young children. My daughter's 5 and my son is 3, and I've got a 3rd baby on the way. And I would define myself a little bit as a crunchy granola mommy. Even though I work in the hospital setting, I chose to have my babies at home with a midwife and really feel like they're natural options are really enticing to me and very interesting to me. So I really like sharing about these natural products. I did not come to Plexus very quickly. I had a friend who was a doula. We were a friend through birth work, and she had presented these to me a long time ago, and I was very skeptical. And I thought, yeah, right. I don't need supplements. I'm totally fine. And I also think this is probably some crazy scheme of some kind. But when I actually sat down and put my ego aside and looked at what these products were, it was really amazing to me to see how these products were working, what the ingredients were, and how they were sourced. And I started realizing that this was the kind of healthcare I wanted to provide for people. So I started taking the products myself. I felt immensely better. I was having some sugar regulation challenges, craving sugar all the time, crashing at 3 p.m., thought it was mom life, and that was just what was going to happen when you had kids. But it turns out it's not, and I was able to really balance my body and get my candida under control. And I started thinking, I've got to share these products because my heart is to help people. And you'll find, especially if you're new to Plexus, there are a lot of healthcare professionals in Plexus. There are a lot of nurses, there are a lot of physicians, physical therapists, chiropractors. There are people who their heart is to serve the community and help people get healthy, and that's our passion. And to be able to do that with natural supplements and watch people's lives change while I spend time at home with my babies is just the biggest blessing in the entire world. So I have a husband who is also a nurse. He's back in school for a master's degree in nursing, so we're kind of the medical family, but we also really believe in alternatives to pharmaceuticals, which is one of the things that got us here. So that's a little bit about me. I'm ranked Ruby in our company right now, which doesn't mean a lot to you if you're not in our, know about our structure, but I am getting closer to some of the top levels of our company, which is really exciting to me, which basically means I've had an opportunity to touch a lot of people's lives. And like I said before, if you're on this call, it's because we are connected. And it might mean that we're connected through 4 different people and we don't actually know each other at all. But I love that part of Plexus because I have been connected to so many people that I never would have met otherwise. And I've been part of their health journey and supporting and encouraging them. So please know that as your upline, I am available to you, and I am someone that you can come to if you have questions, especially if the person who signed you up is new in their own personal Plexus adventure. Then you guys can come to me when you have questions. I am here as a resource. We work as a team in Plexus. We actually call it a one Plexus as our attitude, which basically means anyone in the Plexus world will help anyone in the Plexus world, even if we're not on the same team. So please know that you are all on the same team with me, and I am your resource, and I'm happy to be as helpful as I possibly can as you have questions on this adventure. So I'm so glad that you're here. Let me just get my screen figured out so that I can see my notes. So you might see my eyes go back and forth a little bit because I'm going to get my notes out here so I don't miss anything. All right, so it's important for you to know that you have signed up with Plexus as an ambassador, and there are a few things that are just the benefits of being an ambassador. The number one benefit is that you have wholesale pricing. So this is similar to like a Costco membership, right? You've paid your $34.95. For an entire year, you have the option for wholesale pricing through our company and of these amazing products. And that is a one-time payment. That is not a monthly payment. That is not a bi-monthly payment. That is one time for the whole year. So the other thing that it's important to know is as an ambassador, there are no requirements. There's no inventory that you have to carry. There's no minimums that you have to buy every month. There's no minimum you have to sell every month. There are no parties. There are no giveaways that are required. You simply get wholesale pricing. You get your own website, and through that website, you have the option of ordering whatever you want. Should you choose to share your website with other people, they have the option of ordering through your website, which is where you would then potentially make a little bit of money, but it's not something that's at all required as an ambassador in this company. It is simply a wholesale account, and you have the option for sharing with people should you choose. So the other thing you need to know that is a really huge benefit in Plexus, and I don't know very many companies that do this, but you can actually make money on your own products that you purchased at wholesale pricing. So not only are you getting wholesale pricing, but you actually will make commission off of those. So anything that you purchase over what we call 100 PV, which is a volume descriptor, which is close to $100. It's almost a 1-to-1 ratio. Anything over that 100 PV, you actually will make commission on. So for me, when I first started, I was ordering products for myself, I was ordering products for my husband, and products for my children. So not only was I ordering everything at wholesale price, which was amazing, I was actually making commission back on my husband's products and my kids' products, which was kind of great. Like this little surprise check would come in the mail. Like, what? Why is Plexus paying me? Oh, that's right, because I ordered products for my own family. That's amazing. That's awesome. So know that happens. The next thing, don't forget to drink your water. I've not been good today, so I'm keeping it with me. Okay. The next thing that I want to quickly go over is a product overview and understanding some of our products. So what I'm going to do now is share my screen with you. And when I do that, you're going to be able to see my login. Let me get here. Share screen. I'm going to do with this one. Okay, so you should be able to see my little Plexus login. So if you don't know how to log in here, like you can't figure this out, you don't have the link to this, let us know. We can get you a link, but it also is basically, you can search plexusworldwide.com. You can do HTTPS, you can probably see here, backoffice.plexusworldwide.com. And once you're here, you're going to sign in, and mine just auto-populates here with your name and your password, and you're going to log in. Now, the very first place that this will take you is our products. And so it's great because if you need to order, it just takes you straight to that order screen, and you're going to be able to put things in your shopping cart and check out. So while we're here at this order screen, I'd like to show you a few of our different products that we have. So we have our Slim, which many of you are probably taking because it's part of our triplex. So our Slim is right down here, Plexus Slim. And this is a blood sugar regulation drink. So a lot of people think it is just for weight loss. And I will tell you right now, I did not come to Plexus for weight loss. I came to Plexus because I needed my blood sugar regulated. And this drink has done that for me. I drink it every day. I love it. And I have not gained or lost weight on this product. I take it back. I've gained a couple pounds, and now that I'm pregnant, I'm gaining weight, but that's pregnancy. So I'm taking the product, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so Slim on its own, you can click on it and you can get some information here. It's a quick little information about what it is. This now also has an incredible component that is targeted towards your gut health. It is what's called a prebiotic. So a prebiotic is food for your gut bacteria, which we call probiotics. So Slim now has a prebiotic. So not only is it helping regulate your blood sugar, which in turn decreases inflammation in your body and helps regulate your hormones. One of the huge benefits I did not expect when I started Plexus is I got my period back in a regular fashion. I hadn't had it back, it was over 2 years, and I started having my period and it was regular, and I didn't have cramps, and it came predictably, and it lasted for a normal short amount of time, and it completely changed the way my body was having cycles. And that was all blood sugar regulation and hormones. So you can also see here your price for PV, the benefits. We also have features of the particular, whatever it is, in this case, the Slim. And then you can look at the label as well. So if you wanted to add this to your cart, you just would push add to cart. So let me go back here to, we'll go to our combos. So we have Slim as part of that combo, and our triplex is what many of you are probably on. So besides the pink drink, which you're going to take on a daily basis, once a day, you are going to be taking BioCleanse and Prebio 5. So Prebio 5 is literally the most amazing probiotic I've ever seen in my entire life. If you know anything about Candida overgrowth, this is the probiotic that battles Candida. If you're not sure what Candida is, when we're done with this call, take 5 seconds and Google Candida overgrowth symptoms or what causes Candida overgrowth. Most of America is dealing with some type of Candida overgrowth. And until now, we have not had a probiotic that specifically targets that bad yeast, that bad bacteria, and gets it out of our body. Candida is the culprit to most issues that people are experiencing, whether it be fatigue or brain fog, autoimmune stuff, pain in joints, inflammation, hormone issues. A lot of it's Candida related. So look that up and know that Prebio 5 has an enzyme in it that is specifically formulated to break down Candida and get it out of your body. It's amazing. You've got to be consistent. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But this enzyme can work wonders in your body if you keep it moving in at a consistent rate. And Prebio 5 is going to do that for you. BioCleanse is really intended to flush and clean out. So this is the other one here. Let's go to our healthy lifestyle and you can see them individually. So go to healthy lifestyle, here's BioCleanse. So I just talked about Prebio 5, which is right here. I will tell you that, so we, in the last few months, some of our marketing has changed and our labels, and I think they're beautiful, but I get really confused because sometimes they all look the same. I wish they were all different colors. Anyway, so Prebio 5 is here. You can see our price. You can see, once again, the overview. You could put it into your little cart if you needed to. Okay, so then BioCleanse is our other one that's part of the triplex. BioCleanse is really intended on moving the gunk out of your body. So when you take Prebio 5, it starts to break things down. I like to say it's kind of like looking at your toilet. Prebio 5 goes in and scrubs the heck out of your toilet. And the BioCleanse is like flushing the toilet and moving all that gunk out. So you're not going to sit and scrub and scrub and scrub and then not do anything, because guess what? All that gunk just whoop right back out of the side of your toilet. And you can flush your toilet all day long and it's never going to get rid of all the scum that's on the side. So these two work together. I really, really encourage people, you have to take them together. BioCleanse is intended to help move things out. Now it says cleanse, which can be kind of weird and scary for people. It's not weird or scary. It is a daily, gentle cleanse. We are simply having more magnesium and vitamin C, and we're simply moving the toxins out of our body. Did you know, fun fact, people can carry up to 20 pounds worth of poop in their intestine, gunk, just sitting there. So if you are frequently bloated, you have tummy issues, you have a hard time going to the bathroom, you're constipated, if you're not going to the bathroom 2 to 3 times a day, you are holding on to waste that you don't need to be holding on to. And it's really hard for our bodies to function well when we're holding on to all those toxins and all that waste that should be moving out. So this helps you, and we titrate it, which means we can move up and down in the dosage that you're taking based on how frequently you're using the restroom. We want you going to the bathroom 2 to 3 times. It should be soft not diarrhea, but really soft and closer to the loose side than the firm side, and consistently going 2 or 3 times. It shouldn't take you a long time to go, and it shouldn't be painful. So BioCleanse is what's moving things out, and Probio 5 is what's breaking down all of the gunk, which is kind of amazing. Okay, looking under our healthy lifestyle, there's a few other things that you need to know. Vital Biome is a sister product to Probio 5. So Probio 5 is our main go-getter for the probiotic, but Vital Biome is a sister product that adds in more of the positive bacteria. So once you have really cleaned out your system, you can add in more of the positive stuff. And we have found through the research that's been done on Vital Biome is that it really targets the gut bacteria that are associated with a lot of our neuro symptoms, meaning depression, anxiety, ADD, feelings of sadness. All of that comes from gut bacteria, and it's fascinating, but there are like more neurotransmitters in our gut than there are in our brain, and more of those feelings of anxiety and depression come from our gut health. They are not coming from our brain. So this particular probiotic really is looking at supporting those particular bacteria in the body for mental health, which is so fun. Okay. So moving along here, we have our Plexus body cream. This is an awesome body cream. It's got activated charcoal. You can be used for psoriasis and eczema, sunburns, bug bites. I use it as a face cream every night. It's helping with some of my acne scarring, which has been great. We have some sample kits of some of our products. So if you had friends who wanted to try them, you could grab a sample kit. We have a Plexus breast check kit. This is a kit to help check for lumps. It is a kit it's the very, very, very first product Plexus ever came out with years and years and years ago. And it's a little gel pad that helps you detect lumps that are smaller in your breast for early detection of breast cancer. An amazing little product. Ease and the Ease cream. So you can see this is our old marketing of Ease here. And then this is the newer Ease bottle. So the Ease oral and cream can come together or separate. The cream is like a topical Bengay type thing. Doesn't smell nearly as strong and horrible as Bengay does, but it's like that instant relief if you've got sore muscles, people who have maybe systemic inflammation and some joint problems, lupus, things like that can be painful. This cream can be really helpful. The internal pill is an Ease capsule, can be used kind of like ibuprofen. It's going to decrease inflammation in the body. So it is what has replaced our pain medication in our cupboard. If I, for some reason, have a headache or I'm super sore or I sleep really funny and my neck's killing me the next day, I take my Ease. And that is my substitute to an over-the-counter pain medication. So if you're someone who's dealing with a lot of inflammation, or you have someone in your life, your family who's dealing with a lot of chronic pain and inflammation, this is an amazing product. Can be taken daily, can be taken whenever you need it, like you would ibuprofen. So here's our little samples of the cream again. Edge is a great little product. This is kind of like your clean form of energy. If you are someone who maybe works 16-hour shifts like my husband does sometimes, or you need to be alert and awake after a really, really long day, this is like your alternative to a cup of coffee. It has the same amount of caffeine as 1 cup of coffee, but it's cleanly sourced caffeine, and it's paired with other products that help support your thyroid and your body's system and the ability to process caffeine, which means there's no jitters, there's no crash afterwards. You get about 5 to 6 hours of sustained energy with clarity, like clearer thinking, which I didn't really get. I didn't understand, didn't make sense to me. I thought that's BS, but actually I take it and I love it. And it's one of those fabulous products to have in your back pocket. My husband takes it all the time when he's going to work because he has some really long days and he has to be sharp thinking. And drinking coffee or energy drinks or Monsters or whatever they might be, 5-hour energies are just not good for your body. But this is a very, very clean option instead. And way less expensive than a cup of coffee every day or a Monster every day, which is awesome. Okay, moving to the bottom here, we have Mega X. This is our Omega, completely plant-based, complete Omega. So looking at a supplement, if you want to if you're taking an Omega, but you're not really fond of those fishy burps, this is a fabulous alternative. Next, we have Nerve. This is another part of our pain relief kind of combo. Nerve helps support the growth of nerve cells. So if you have neuropathies or pain that is nerve related, this product can actually help regrow the nerve cells and tissue. It takes a long time to work. I like people to know that it is not a quick fix. None of these natural supplements are going to be a quick fix, but especially nerve tissue takes a long time to regenerate, but it is an amazing product and it works really well. We talked about Prebiotic 5 already. We have a family chewable vitamin. If you've got kiddos in the family and you want to get them a nice vitamin, this is one. And then we have what's called our X Factor Plus. This is a fabulous product. When I have people on the triplex, this is always the next one I encourage them to add in. X Factor Plus is our multivitamin. There are a few things that are different about it. It is completely methylated, which means all of the products that are in it are broken down to their purest form so we can actually absorb them. There are a lot of people who cannot absorb nutrients, who have a gene mutation, the MTHFR gene mutation, and they actually can't break things down. They can't methylate very well. This vitamin is methylated, and it means you can absorb it. And they pair it with aloe, this amazing, I didn't know, I mean, aloe is amazing, but I didn't know that when you pair aloe with a vitamin, you can increase your ability to absorb it by 300 to 400%. So they put aloe in this multivitamin. And so you're able to actually absorb your nutrients. If you're someone who's anemic or who's had deficiencies in different vitamins, take a look at this vitamin. I can guarantee you will absorb more of this than you have of any vitamin you've probably taken in the past. And this is our old X Factor. They're moving this one out. Our new one is formulated slightly differently with a few more trace minerals. So you'll see this new X Factor Plus will be our only X Factor after a little while. This regular X Factor is going to be on its way out. Okay, so then we go to weight management. There's a few things here that are good to know about. We have got a couple weight loss products. Oh no, oh, they're there. Made me nervous. Okay, we have Accelerator and we have Boost, and both of these are stimulant type weight loss products. If you're looking for quick weight loss, these are things that you can take. They both have, Accelerator has a teeny bit of caffeine in it, and both of them, like I said, have a stimulant property. They're cleanly sourced, minimal ingredients, but can kind of speed up your metabolism and help with that quicker weight loss. Block, this sweet little one in the middle here that's pink, is a phenomenal product. We also use it for weight loss. It actually works to block about 48% of the carbs that you absorb when taken with a meal. So people can take it with their largest meal of the day and actually block half of your absorption of those carbs, which can be great for weight loss. The other thing we see that's really great with block is it can be phenomenal for diabetics, because diabetics, of course, are trying to regulate blood sugars based on carb intake. So diabetics love this product in helping them regulate their blood sugar, since it takes some of that carbo load out of the picture. We also have our shakes. These are just, they're not meal replacement. They are basically kind of a snack on the go. We have vanilla and chocolate. They are packed full of amazing vitamins and minerals, taste delicious, and people do all sorts of fun recipes with them. And then, of course, there's some different combos utilizing the Block, the Boost, the Accelerator, and Slim. We have trial pack options here. So if you have a friend who wants to just try a trial pack, know that we have some trial packs, 3-day trial packs of Slim and Accelerator. We have 7-day trial packs. We have trial packs with Block. So if you had anyone who was curious and you wanted to buy them a little trial pack, as a little stocking stuffer for Christmas or something. So my family gets a lot of Plexus products for Christmas. Health for everyone. So you can buy those types of things. We also have promotional marketing materials. If you were doing the business and you wanted to get brochures for different things, you could find those here. So this is basically a quick rundown of our products. I think it's important that you know all the products that we have, because you never know who could be helped by something that we have. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen really quick so you can see my face again. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how to really take your products and be successful with them. So when you are taking your products, there may be a couple different ways we suggest to do this. One of the absolute most important things that you put in your brain and actually do is be in contact with the person who signed you up. And if they're unsure of how to answer your question, then you be in contact with the person who signed them up. And if you can't figure out answers, you come to me. Because the reality is, every person's body is different. And I like to think of Plexus like the gym. If you go to the gym for one day, you're not probably going to notice a huge difference. You might be a tiny bit sore. When you go to the gym consistently for a week, Probably not going to notice a huge difference, but you'll probably be a little bit more sore. Now, if you go to the gym consistently for 3 months, you're going to be able to look in the mirror and notice the difference. And if you go to the gym consistently for a year, you could have a completely different experience than had you not gone to the gym for a year, right? Your body can be in a completely different place, whether that's with muscle or with weight loss or with just health, right? We know that exercise is important, but does every single person benefit from exactly the same workout routine? No, grandma doesn't benefit from the same workout routine as my buddy here who runs triathlon, like marathons or as a triathlete, right? I'm not going to benefit from the same workout routine as I'm 6'1". Now you can't tell on the Zoom call. I'm very tall. I've played volleyball forever. My body is not going to benefit the same way as a person who's 5'1" is going to benefit from doing the same exact exercise. We have to cater things to our own body and what's going to be best for us in our stage of life, where we're at on our health journey. And so I think sometimes what happens is people go to the gym and they get put on the wrong workout regimen and they think, gosh, well, this doesn't work. And is it really that the gym doesn't work, or is it that we couldn't find the regimen that was working for you? So Plexus is the same way. We might put you on our basic regimen for how we start everyone, and if it doesn't feel like it's working, we need to change it. It doesn't mean that the products don't work. It means that they're not working right now for you, and we need to adjust them. So you have to be in communication with the person who signed you up. Please don't go into what we call the PPP, the Plexus Protection Program, where once we sign you up, we never hear from you again. We message you and we call you. How are you doing? Is everything okay? And then you go into the PPP and we can't find you. Don't do that. Let us know. If you're not doing well, let us know, because guess what? We can help. If you're having detox symptoms, let us know, because we can help. If you're not having the results that you expected to have, let us know, because we can help you. But if you don't let us know, we can't read your mind and we will not know how to help. So you've got to have open communication. The other thing that's excessively important is that you take your products consistently every day, just like birth control. You can't take birth control sometimes, or when I remember, or when it's convenient, and then be mad if you get pregnant. You didn't take it consistently. You have to take products like this, natural supplements, consistently. And that might mean setting an alarm in your phone. That might mean putting it on a sticky note on your mirror, so every morning you wake up and you see it. For me, when I started Plexus, I will tell you exactly what I did. I set out my water and my Slim packet before I would go to bed, right on the counter. So when I woke up, the first thing that I saw when I walked into my kitchen was my glass for my water and my Slim packet. And I would mix it right then. They're still in my pajamas, still tired, I would mix it. And I would drink it while I was getting ready for the day, putting on my makeup, whatever it might be. And I did not let myself start my day any other way than with mixing my pink drink. And at night, my Prebiotic 5 that I need to take before I go to bed sat next to my toothbrush and my toothpaste in my bathroom, so that every night when I was brushing my teeth, I saw it and I would take it as part of my brushing my teeth routine. So finding ways to work this into your daily life. Now, I will tell you, at one point in time, I thought, I wonder how much time this takes me on a daily basis to take my products. So I timed myself, and it was around 4 minutes that I spent total in mixing my pink drink and drinking it, and taking my Bio Cleanse and taking my Prebiotic 5. And I had a vitamin, 2 vitamins worked in there too. 4 minutes. 4. Don't tell me you don't have time. You have 4 minutes in your day to devote to something that could dramatically change your health forever. This is not a joke. This could dramatically change your life forever, and it's 4 minutes. I'm not saying you have to go to the gym for an hour. Going to the gym for an hour would be helpful, sure, but this is 4 minutes of your day to be consistent with something that could change your health forever. It is worth it. It is worth finding that routine. It is worth setting the alarm in your phone. It is worth putting the sticky note up on your mirror. It is worth whatever it is that you need to do, even if it means calling the person who signed you up and saying, hey, I'm having a really hard time taking my products. Can you text me in the morning and remind me? Because guess what? We will do it. I will text you in the morning and remind you if you need a text message reminder, because it takes 30 days to create a habit. So this is not going to be a habit right away. It's going to take time. And in no time at all, you're going to be feeling the effects of how amazing you feel, and you're going to be motivated to continue. But for that first month, you might not feel a huge difference. And it might be hard to be motivated to continue. So you've got to just make it happen. Make a commitment to yourself, make a commitment to your family, make a commitment to your health that you're going to make this happen, and devote that 4 minutes every day. And I promise you will not regret it, but you have got to be consistent and you've got to really do it. If you get to the end of the month and you have extra products, we have a problem. You're not taking your products the way you need to take your products. Talk to me and we will figure out how we can get you in a better routine. Okay, so along with that, it's very important that you understand if you are looking for weight loss, which a lot of people come to Plexus looking for weight loss, you will lose inches before you lose pounds. The scale is not your friend. The scale tells us a lot about water weight. The scale tells us a lot about muscle mass. The scale doesn't always tell us a lot about fat. Fat does not weigh very much, and fat can sneak in. It takes time, and it's not super, super, super fast to go. The scale also doesn't tell us very much about bloating, and a lot of people carry a whole bunch of extra tummy weight, not necessarily just from fat, but from bloating or holding that 20 pounds of waste in their body. So you need to measure. Before you get very far on your products, before you even start your products, you need to measure. Measure everything. Measure your arm. If you're looking for weight loss, measure your arms, measure your boobs, measure your belly, measure your hips, measure your legs, measure everything. Take pictures. You don't have to show them to anyone. Take pictures. Front picture, side picture, face picture. Even if you're not looking for weight loss, take pictures. Because guess what? You are going to notice things that you didn't notice before. You're going to notice, gosh, those dark circles used to be under my eyes aren't there anymore. Gosh, I just look healthier and more vibrant. You're going to notice, but you have to take pictures. And if you're looking for weight loss, you have to measure. Measure. And then don't measure every day. Don't measure every day. Wait a month. Do the products for a month. And measure yourself again. Don't weigh yourself. Measure yourself again. You will see loss in inches before you see it in pounds. I can guarantee it. That's how these products work because they are burning fat, not muscle. And they are not moving water weight around. So they are actually taking those fat cells, shrinking them and getting them out of your body, which is very different than what you might see on the scale. And if you are someone who is looking for weight loss and you've got all this energy now because of Plexus, you're going to the gym all the time, you're weightlifting, you may actually see inches shrink down and pounds go up because muscle weighs more than fat does. So don't get married to the scale. Measure, 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 measure. Also, I mentioned before, you may go through some detox. Detox is an amazing thing. We want you to go through detox. We will help you through your detox process. We will support you and encourage you, but detox is amazing. It's like being sore at the gym. If you went to the gym for an entire month and you were never once sore, would you think you were actually doing anything? Probably not. If you've taken health products and you've never experienced detox, they might not have been doing very much in your body, but I can tell you right now, Plexus products will do something in your body and you will experience it. And sometimes it doesn't feel great, but you power through and you will feel so much better on the other end of that. So you have to communicate with us in order to move through detox well and for these products to work at their absolute best. You have to drink enough water. Water is really, 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 really important. It's probably second most important to communicating with us, and drink some water. Water is going to help your body function at its best, and it's going to help these products do what they need to do, move toxins out of your body and decrease some of the swelling and the water weight that is held. It's kind of a thing that's weird to think about, but the more water you take in, the more water your body will let go of. So if you're super dehydrated, your body is holding on to a whole bunch of water weight because your body is worried about, it's like a drought. I got to hold on to all of this because I don't know when I'm going to get water again. When we can consistently start getting water in, our body can move through and let go of some of that extra stored water. So water is important. And how much you might think, I want you to take your weight in pounds, divide it in half, and that's how many ounces you need. So right now I weigh like 160 pounds. I'm going to divide that in half, which is 80. That means every day I need 80 ounces of water in order to be healthy and for my products to work well. For me, drinking out of a straw, I drink a lot more than if I'm drinking out of a bottle or a cup. So I found this really beautiful cup. Actually, a friend of mine gave it to me. And it holds ice really well, so my water's cold, and it has a straw, and I can refill this multiple times a day and actually can get my water in. So find what works for you. Okay, so let me quickly go back to our back office. I'm going to show you how to sign in, and then we are going to be done with this quick little presentation. Okay, so when you signed in, once again, if you don't know how to get to this, we can send you a link. If you're unsure of what your sign in and your password is, and let me share my screen, then we can also help you figure that out. You can call customer service and they can help you. You can email request. Are you guys seeing this screen? It doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, you are. Okay. So once you're here and your little products have popped up, what the things that are important to know is, one, if you're going to just shop, let's say you have your triplex and it's already been shipped to you, but your mom just called and said that she's having a lot of pain and she's, I don't know, having a lot of pain, having a hard time sleeping. And you think, well, Mom, I want to gift you with some ease capsules. Let's see how they work, because we know ibuprofen is really hard on your body, and maybe you're allergic to other pain meds or whatever it might be, and you want to order something extra. You want to order something for a friend, or maybe you want to order something extra for yourself. Maybe after tonight you're thinking, I really need a good multivitamin. Instead of ordering the one from the other store that I usually order, I'm going to order one from us. So what you're going to do is find whatever it is that you're looking for. So let's say I'm looking for this ease capsule. I'm going to add it to my cart. You'll see that a little number 1 will show up here in the cart. If you scroll over it, it will show you what is in the cart. And if you decide that that's all you want to do, you click on your little shopping cart and you can check out. And so here it gives you your checkout options. You can change who you ship this to. So this is a great feature. I think it's important for people to know. If I purchase products for my mother-in-law, for example, I can ship them straight to her. So they don't have to ship to me and then I send them to her. If I'm going to order her a gift or products that I want her to take and she's not close by, I can actually add her address in. And it allows you to keep a whole bunch of addresses in there so you can consistently send things to other people, which is really great. You can choose to pay with your Plexus Pay Portal balance, meaning the money that you have in your account. You can also just pay with a card. And then this is just a separate transaction. So if I go to my shopping cart and I just create a separate transaction, I can check out. It will ship it to me, and it doesn't change anything about the triplex order that came to me or the convenience order that I have in place. And so we'll talk about that convenience order in just a moment. But this is just how you would shop from your website. This is exactly the same way someone else would shop from your website as well. You would give them the link to your website. They would get on, they'd create a little account with a sign-in. They would sign in, they'd pick their product, figure out where they wanted it shipped to, just like any other online store, and the products would ship straight to their house. They'd have full autonomy over what they wanted to purchase from your website. So let's say now that I try the multivitamin and I love it, okay? I try the multivitamin, I think it's amazing, and I decide I'm ordering my triplex every month, but I really want to add that multivitamin in because it was amazing. I loved it. It was great. So what you can do at that point in time is add the multivitamin to what we call your convenience order or your subscription. So this is basically like any other website where you have a subscription and something is sent to you on a monthly basis. You have control over when that ships and what ships to you. The way that you would change that convenience order is by going to shopping. The shopping tab underneath, you'll see your option for shopping cart. Then you see convenience orders. You click on convenience orders, and it's going to take you to this manage convenience orders, and it will allow you to edit your convenience order. So when you push the edit button or add convenience order, if you don't have one, then you need to add one. When it pulls up here, you can see that what day that your payment is going to be processed on. So mine's on the 15th of each month, who it's going to ship to, what will be charged as far as what card will be charged, and what is in my order. So right now I have the convenience order bundle 9, which is the triplex. So if I wanted to add something to my convenience order, I could go to continue shopping. And when I go to continue shopping, I could look for my, where's my X Factor Plus. I click on X Factor Plus, this is my multivitamin, and I can add it to, my order. Where's my, should be able to add it to my convenience order. Let me go back. See now it's not giving me the convenience order button. Edit my convenience order. quick add to my cart. Maybe that's where I need to do it. This is so funny. This looks different than it did. I just tried to do this yesterday to make sure I didn't mess it up, but it looks different. Okay, so let's try quick add. If I say X Factor, F-A-C-T-O-R, let's see what happens. X Factor Plus, oh yeah, and I click on it. There we go. And now it's added in. Sorry, that's how you do it for the convenience order. You go quick add to my cart. So now I've added my Plexus X Factor and I have my Triplex. So both things show up here. And that means that on the 15th of each month, both of these things will ship to me and this card will be charged, and that's the address that they'll ship to, and I can just save my changes over here with this red button, save changes, or I can clear the changes if I need to change them, remove an item, add an item through that quick add to cart. So why is it important that you have a convenience order? Convenience orders are our way of helping you to be consistent. Now, once you've been on Plexus products for a while, you desire consistency. You feel like I would not go a day without my Plexus products. They are amazing. They're changing my life. I have more energy. I feel better. I'm sleeping better. That would be crazy to not take them. But at the beginning, a lot of times we're really skeptical. We're not sure it's going to work for us. I don't know. And it's very easy to not take your products. It's very easy to forget to order. I cannot count the people who have said to me, oh yeah, I'll make sure I get on an order, and then they don't. And what happens when they don't is they get to the end of their 30 days, and instead of another shipment being on its way and in their mailbox and ready to go for them to continue, they go, shoot, I can't believe I'm out. Gosh, I got to order. They get on, they order, and it's a delay of like 3 or 4 days. And you know what happens in that 3 or 4 days if you're not taking your products? It's basically like starting all over again. And if you were detoxing, well, forget about that. You're going to have to detox again. And if you were on this road to feeling better, you are basically pushing the restart button. So especially for this first 60 days, because if you didn't know, you have a 60-day money-back guarantee through our company. It's because we want you to try these consistently for 60 days. So for the first 60 days, I pretty much insist that you have your convenience order set to ship to you, because I don't want you to get to the end of your first month, have a gap, and then start again, because guess what? At the end of 60 days, you will not have a good gauge on what these products are doing for your health because you restarted halfway through. You must be consistent. I actually prefer that my team sets up their convenience order to ship even before they're going to run out of products. Days before. If you get paid on the 15th of the month, set it up for the 15th. It doesn't hurt you to have a couple extra products sitting in your cupboard, but it will hurt you to not have products, because that is going to just, in order for these products to work really well, they've got to be taken consistently. So we really want you to be successful. We want you to be as successful as possible, which means consistently taking your products, which means setting up your convenience order. Now I need to explain something to you. There are 2 options for your convenience order: conditional and unconditional. As you can see, mine is set up as conditional. So if I edit this, it gives me these 2 options, conditional or unconditional. What unconditional means is that no matter what, unconditionally, I want these products to ship to me, no matter what. I want them to ship to me on the 15th. Unconditionally, I want them to ship to me. Now, what conditional means is that I don't want them to ship to me unless I don't have 100 PV that has gone through my website. So what that means is Plexus is a really smart company. And they said, you know what? We know that some people who are joining our company can't actually afford our products right away. And maybe they need to start selling products and make an income before they can afford to take our products. We have a couple amazing stories from like welfare moms who barely could pull together their $35 to get a website, who are now making an excessive amount of money from home and are healthier than they've ever been. But when they started, they had to pull together their $35 and they couldn't afford their products every month. So Plexus says, you don't have to afford your products every month. That's fine. As long as $100 goes through your website, you are what we call commission qualified and you can make money. I don't care who orders $100 through your website. It could be you and your triplex, or it could be someone that you've shared with, or it could be your mom or your sister or someone else. So what conditional means is I only want my product shipped to me if no one else has ordered through my website. I don't like it when people set up their thing as conditional. I will tell you right now, mine was set up as conditional, and I can explain that to you. But as a newbie, it's not a good idea to set it up as conditional, because what happens is it will ship to you if no one else is ordering. But if you mention something to one friend and she says, hey, let me see your website, I'm kind of curious, and she happens to order something, you will not get your products. And then you're stuck without your products and wondering why didn't they arrive, and how can I be consistent if my products are not here? So unconditionally, your products need to arrive to you, especially for the first couple months. We see really good results somewhere around 90 days for most people, sometimes 4 to 5 months, because 90 days is when our cells start to regenerate more. So I want you unconditionally getting your products for at least 3 or 4 months. Now, I have mine set at conditional, and I'll tell you why. Every single month, my order looks different. I'm ordering a couple triplexes for me and my husband. I'm ordering different products for my kids. Sometimes I need my face lotion. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I need extra omegas because I've been using them more. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I need E's, and sometimes I don't. So I've been doing this for over a year, and I get on and I order my products when I need them, and every month my order looks a little bit different. So I don't have this unconditionally set up to ship to me, because I get on an order and every month it's different. But for people who are new, I want you to put it to unconditional so it comes to you and you can be sure that you take your products consistently. So I hope that makes sense. This can be unconditional or conditional. And I'm going to switch mine back, because I already ordered all my products for this month and I do not need an extra set. All right, so that is all happening under the shopping tab. The other really important tab when you are new into this business, we're going to quickly go over, is your dashboard. Oh, would you like to save changes? Sure, we'll save changes. So in my dashboard, when I go here, you can see a couple things. A lot of this is business building stuff. We can totally go over another time because I'm running out of time tonight. But this little box is important. This is your PV, so this means how much volume is going through your website. As long as it's over $100, you are what we call commission qualified, which means anything over $100 you will make commission on. $100 to $499, you make 15% commission. Anything over $500, you will make 25% commission, which means including the $100 you spent on your product, you get a couple people who want to try too, you get your PV at $500, you will then make $125, which is enough to cover your product. So when people say, how can I quickly cover the price of my products? I love them. I really don't want to have to pay for them if I don't have to. Great. Share with a couple friends. Get your PV over 500. You will easily cover the cost of your products. And then it's awesome because you're going to take these amazing products basically for free. So this PV is anyone who's ordering through your website. You also can see here whether your convenience order is on or off. So if you click onto your little back office tonight and you see this as red, you need to go and set up your convenience order. If you signed up this past month and you were hoping to get that $35 refunded to you, it will not be refunded unless your second month ships to you. So go make sure your convenience order is in place so that second month ships to you. And when that happens, you will get your $35 refunded. We really want to make sure people are taking 2 full months before making any decisions about whether they'd like to stay on these products or not. You can also see your points here, and that is looking at your ambassadors, the ambassadors that you have on your team, and what rank you are at the beginning of the month. All of us start back at the very beginning rank, which is associate, and then you go to silver, or ambassador, senior ambassador, silver ambassador. Silver basically means you have 3 people on your team. Gold ambassador means you have about 20, and so on and so forth, all the way up to the top of our company. Emerald, sapphire, and diamond are all 6-figure incomes at the top of our company, really making incredible money from home, and it actually doesn't take that much. We'll do another training at some point in time to explain a little bit more. But that is what's happening here in your back office. You can see by clicking here what you need to rank to the next level. So in order to be a senior gold ambassador, you need 250 points. And like I said, we can talk more about that later. If you are unsure who your sponsor is, maybe the person, let's say you probably know the person who signed you up, but let's say you're unsure of who signed them up. You can click on your sponsor info and it will give you a list of the people who are kind of above you, so to say. So I should be on that list, and if you ever needed to contact me, you could find my information here. Order history is another way of us keeping track of your orders. So my last order that I placed was on 10/1. It was the amount of money. You can click on the order here and see what it was. And if it's kind of en route, often they'll have a tracking number that you can track from here. So order history is a really great place for you to track your shipments that have come to you. Let me stop sharing this and see if there's anything else I want to go over with you really quick. So being part of this team is kind of amazing. We have a lot of incredible resources. So as you have joined in, there are a few things that you can kind of expect, and I would hope that your ambassadors are doing for you. We want to make sure you are connected on our team page, whether you are planning to do this as a business or not. Our team page is for customers. It is for ambassadors. It is a place where we encourage each other and support each other, where you can find out really awesome testimonies and information. So our team page is called Peace, Love, and Plexus, and you will be added onto that team page. The upline above me, whose name is Autumn, she's a sapphire in our company, hers is called Plexus Wellness. You'll be added to her team page as well. The other thing that you'll be added to is a Plexus, what is it called? Ambassador 101, a training page where you can get tons of information about our products, back office, all the things you need to know. There's also testimony pages, which are just so fun to be added to these testimony pages. You can share your own testimony when you have one, but you can also just search through and find out what other amazing testimonies people have through our Plexus products. So make sure you're being added to those. If you're not, you will see them as links on our Peace, Love, and Plexus team page, and you can click on those links and be added to those team pages or the testimony pages as well. We also hope that you end up in a private message with the person who signed you up and the person who signed them up, so that we can be in contact with you and answering questions that you need. So you'll be put in a couple private messages and a couple groups, and we are all here to support you, encourage you, love on you, pray with you, and just enjoy this incredible health adventure that you're about to embark on. So congratulations for making this decision to do something about your health. 4 minutes a day, you can do it. And if you have any questions about the back office, you can let me know. We will do a more in-depth back office training probably later this month, where we talk a little bit more about what the rest of the tabs are for. But for right now, being able to change your convenience order your products, and see where your shipment is coming from is probably the most important. So that's why we went over that tonight. But if you have any questions about your products, let me know. If you have any questions about anything, even questions about what this business looks like, I will tell you it's been the biggest blessing I could have possibly imagined. I'm making more money now than I have and before, and I'm home with my kiddos. And it's truly something that can be anything you wanted it to be. It can be anything from, I just want to get my products paid for, to I want a life-changing income that brings my husband home and we can retire early and change the financial future for our children. Plexus allows you to will your business to your children, so it does not die with you, and doesn't actually put a cap on what we can make in this company, which is totally incredible. So if you have any questions about that, please let us know as well. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Those of you who are on the call, if you have specific questions, we'll stay after the recording and you can let me know. Otherwise, have a really great night, and thank you so much for joining us, and I hope that you're doing really well, and I'm excited to hear about your testimony and your Plexus adventure. Have a good night, guys.